This all gotta have that shit up. Welcome back to Custom Shit. It's your boy KB back in the building for what will be episode 74. Now this episode will be a little bit different. Now, you know, when I got back into doing the podcast, I wanted to talk about real shit. Like, I didn't want to talk about a bunch of goofy shit. I wanted to talk about shit that applies to life, that is relatable, and all that other shit. We ain't doing a whole bunch of gossip here. Today we talking about some money. So I got my guy, Kev, Baltimore investor, and Sean, a.k.a. Mr. Keys, in the building.
Yes, sir.
So, tell the people about yourselves real quick. What's going on? I ain't tell y'all, we do brag sessions.
Oh, all right.
Okay. Yeah, we do brag sessions. So that's just a session where we just talk shit about ourselves. Not really talking shit, but, you know, something we're proud of. So let's start with that.
Right,
Give me what's your first brag, sir?
Oh, man. First brag. Well, Sean Randall, a.k.a. Mr. Key. First brag, when I got into the game of entrepreneurship, my first 3 months, I made a profit of $100K. Out of nowhere, it was like unexpected. I mean, it was a lot of work behind it. There was a lot of information behind it as well. But I was bragging to my boy. Well, not even bragging to my boy. We were talking. We always have like healthy competition amongst each other. And it was, man, I'm trying to put $100K in the bank, you know, by the end of the year. And it was like, man, 3 months down the road. So, you know, I really don't like to brag, man, because, you know, I like to speak things into fruition, though. So I just feel like that was me just speaking into fruition. But if we brag, I mean, that's as deep as it goes with me.
You gotta brag, y'all. We always gotta talk good about ourselves.
Sure.
What about you, Ken?
I feel just like Mr. Key over there. I don't really like to brag too much because I know a lot of this can be taken away any moment. So I think my biggest accomplishment was the Baltimore Investor book. You know, that took a lot of time out of me. It took me a year to make, and for somebody who didn't really do well in English at all, I didn't even have a good GPA in high school. I think I was sitting around freshman year. I didn't even have a 1.0. I think I was sitting around 0.75, but I ended up graduating with a 3.0. But I think the book was probably one of my biggest ones, especially getting it on Amazon. So when I got it on Amazon, I think that was one of my big accomplishments, and I was able to see how many I sold, and I hit #1 in new releases. So that was one of my biggest things this year, for sure.
Oh shit, that is a fucking accomplishment.
That's dope.
I gotta give you some hand claps.
Thank you.
I'm over here doing a whole bunch of other shit.
I'm proud.
I'm sorry. There we go. Hand claps. That's beautiful. I'm gonna give y'all like a real generic brag for myself. I'm gonna give a brag to say, I'm on a website called cusbykb.com. Feel free to go buy some shit. I got t-shirts, hats, clippers, all kinds of shit. So whenever you need a fucking haircut, or if you ever just need a nice shirt, it's fucking Valentine's Day right around the corner. Well,
Monday.
Shit, by the time I put this out, Valentine's Day will be over.
Damn.
Whatever. Go buy some fucking shirts.
Stay like
that. Right. Go buy some goddamn shirts. It's all good. So, tell us about your book real quick. How did you get into investing and everything, and what made you want to write a book about it?
I got into investing. Started off at when I was working for a company. I had a guy come to me. I guess you could say almost like a mentor, and he was teaching about 401k, and I got my 401k, and I was like, I don't know nothing about this. I'm like, first of all, they want to take money out of my check. I'm barely making enough. So like, the guy comes over to me, real stand-up dude. He's like, nah, bro, you want to invest in 401k. I'm like, okay. And he taught me how to set it up and everything, how everything works. So I was like, okay, cool. And I kind of dug in a little bit deep because, crazy enough, around when I was like 12, 13, The Wolf on Wall Street was one of my favorite movies, and I just always seen stockbrokers. I never even knew what they even did, but I always knew they always had the money, had the girls, they had the best cars, and it just saw how life came around full circle. So that's why I was like, okay, I want to take it a little bit deep, and I started investing and started doing YouTube research on it, and basically how to start, you know. And I think that's kind of what the book was. That's what my book is about, just helping the next generation to understand what is a stock, you know, how to invest, and how much do it take to invest. It takes very little. And what platforms to use, and how to chart. Just small stuff like me, because I'm only 24 years old. So I just want everybody to understand that, you know, how to use their 401k. Because I got a lot of friends, they be like, oh, I only invest in my 401k for the future. And I'm just like, bro, no, you got to start now. Because you can almost have $1 million, $500,000 in your bank account just doing whatever you're doing, putting around 6%. And you got your company matching you right off of that. So that's free money that you're giving away. So that's pretty much what the book is about. And self-motivation, you know. I just want to put that in there. Like me and Mr. Key was talking about offline. Just do what's uncomfortable. And that's just what I started doing. And I've seen a lot of progress. So every day I wake up at 6:15 regardless of Monday through Sunday. And I've seen a lot of progress out there. Working out when I don't want to. Doing things I don't want to. Coming on podcasts, exposing myself, being on camera. And I just seen big things coming from it. So
You wake up at 6:15 every day?
every day. Regardless if I gotta be to work at 7:30, but even on weekends, 6 o'clock, I'm outside hooping and getting some type of exercise in. On a weekend like tomorrow, I'll be outside hooping at 7:30 sharp. Whether it's, if it's cold, it probably like lowest I probably won't go out there if it's like 20 degrees low. Nah, but I done hooped in like 5 degree weather, 10 degree weather, just stuff like that.
How you develop that kind of discipline? That's wicked.
How I develop is not having it. That's the best thing to do. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I knew where I wanted to be. I ain't gonna lie. I always been like that as a kid, playing by myself and stuff like that. It's hot outside, 100 degrees, just want to get out the house and stuff like that. So I always had that kind of determination. I just turned it up a notch, that's all. So that's kind of where that discipline come from.
Stay good repetition.
Yeah. If you don't that's why I started noticing, like when I'm watching all these movies, I'm watching all successful people and stuff like that, they got a routine.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it comes down to, just a routine. And so once my routine broke, I kind of out of sort. That's all it is.
Well, that's dope hearing somebody your age, bro, say shit like that. At
Yeah.
24, I swear, yo. I didn't think of shit like that at 24. I swear I did.
I had that mentality at 24, man. I'd definitely be walking around a millionaire right now. So yeah, definitely keep that going.
Thank you.
That's a good wave, though. No doubt.
All right, so Sean, tell us about your business, because I scrolled through your Instagram, and that shit look like you doing some major things, my brother.
So appreciate it. So, like, I don't really have like one thing that actually describes like my business, right? So I do like a multitude of things. All in all, I invest in myself, and my biggest thing is putting value into people, right? Making other people successful. That's the biggest thing that I learned is if I could if I could put a lot of information into somebody and they implement the information and they become successful, then I in return become successful, right?
Correct.
Offline we was talking, Baltimore, man, it's the city of the crabs in the barrel, right? So everybody pulling each other down. Nobody wants to see the next person succeed, and it's like, if I got the information, if I got the key that could make somebody successful, it's like, nah, I'm not giving you that because you going to undercut me, you know what I'm saying? You going to cutthroat me, you going to underhand me, and you going to take it and run with it. Now I can't do nothing with it, right? And I had that mentality for a little bit. It's like, because that's how you brought up. You brought up like somebody going to try to take away your winnings.
Yep.
But it wasn't until I understand it. I had several mentors. Shout out to him 500 and Justin Owens. People that just kept my mentality on go.
Just a tad.
Yep. It wasn't until I had successful mentors that basically was just like, look, man, you're going to get more value by placing value into other people. So once I started doing that, man, my stock just started going up. But just a breakdown, I do credit repair. That's like pretty much my biggest thing. I'm trying to get out of that though. Like I'm trying to put that business on like automation, right? I'm trying to teach. I do a mentorship, so that's like my baby right now. I do a mentorship, teaches people financial literacy, teaches people how to pretty much like start and scale their businesses. And I show people how to
scaling is very important.
Man, it's big.
I didn't mean to cut you.
No, you good. So that's like my baby right now. I invest in the stocks like Kevin does. I'm not as where I used to be. I used to do the stock options. But right now my biggest thing is just doing credit repair. I got a tour road business, rental car business.
Turn your volume up on both microphones, please. To the volume. I want this in the back of that shit. There we go. I'm sorry.
No, I got you.
It's been a while since I recorded this way.
Yeah, no, I got you. So, credit repair. I got a tour road business. I'm about to start jumping out there and really move with the housing and development stuff. I got a lot of people with a lot of plays, but my biggest business is credit, and I teach people like it's so many streams of income just by knowing credit. Like credit is like key. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to have cash. Like the days of having cash is over. You already seen they started getting rid of coins, right? The next thing that's gonna go is the dollar bill.
Facts.
Right? So I teach people that how powerful credit really is for real. Like to the point I don't even own a debit card. Right, everything I do is pretty much off of credit, cause it's like
I'm leaning my way there.
Man,
like it's like
you
I'm
have
splitting
to.
my shit. Like like I spent some cash today, but I used my debit card today. But like last week, it was mostly Amex. Like,
you got to, man. It's like you spend cash or you pay for your rent or you pay for that car note with your debit card, right? What you get in return? A receipt. You get that email receipt. And half the time
no sky miles, no cash back,
points.
Man, half the time you don't even want to spend the money anyway. So at least if I'm spending it now I'm getting some return. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting reward points. Now when I want to travel, my trips is free. Now when I want to go step out there and buy some designer, my clothes is free. You know what I'm saying? Because I've leveraged my credit on a daily basis. So I mean, I just like to teach people to, you know, change the narrative, change their mentality, you know, change the way that our parents raised us. You know, our parents was...
You know what's funny about that? Like, I just got into that. Like, over, like, I would say, like, the last 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess, like, the last 2, I really started using my credit cards more, like, using my credit card, well, using credit more, period. Because I watched the, I know y'all know Grant Cardone.
Oh yeah.
And I watched I watched him on, I think I watched him on EYL.
Oh
He was talking that shit. I'm like,
yo, yeah,
I'm about to go into fucking debt.
Shorty a beast, man.
Like, I'm just about to just use my credit like a motherfucker.
Shorty a beast,
And
man.
you get and I already see the difference in everything. Like right now, I'm in the process of applying for my first mortgage loan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know, because I want to get into the housing and all that stuff. So like, I'm in the process of that, just going through it. It's like you gotta be open to that shit. Because they asking me for shit that I ain't like. I don't even want to give people this shit. Like, I gotta scan this shit and send it to you. Like,
you better be correct.
Yeah, like so it's like you really gotta open yourself up to that shit, and it takes some. I mean, it takes people.
It's just getting out your comfort zone, man.
Yeah,
that's the biggest.
That's what I'm saying. Comfort is dumb. Fuck
it. You gotta get out your comfort zone, man. You gotta take risks. Like if you ain't taking a risk, you're not gonna find no success. Like straight up, you gotta take a risk.
Absolutely.
So. Like that's the biggest thing I was trying to talk to you offline. Like, being an entrepreneur, man, you gotta take that risk of like, yo, the 9 to 5 gotta go.
Yeah.
Right? So for me, like, I'm not gonna lie, everybody was telling me, like, all my boys is entrepreneurs. Like my main guys, like everybody in the truck and everybody does something different. Like everybody has a different niche that they do good at. And then at the end of the day we come together and we kinda just feed off each other. Like, oh, you do trucking? Alright, bet. I'm gonna buy this truck, I'm gonna put it under your authority, it's gonna make money. Oh yeah, you do credit? Bet. I need to get 5 trucks by the end of the year. Get my credit the way it needs to be so I can use OPM, other people's money, in order to finance these trucks. And now we eating off each other for real, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And like I said, you just gotta put yourself around like a positive circle, man. Like we were saying, like you gotta have a team. Like you're not gonna be successful by yourself. I don't care what nobody, you're just not gonna be successful by yourself, man. You need to build off of other people's ideas for real, other people's values, other people's morals. So
other people's work too.
Because
trying to do everything on your own, that shit is insane. And I do that shit like I don't do everything on my own, but I do a lot.
You drive yourself crazy.
Yeah, and I be like the days, even my off days. And I try to take off 2 days a week, Monday and Tuesday. Monday and Tuesday, I'm not here. I mean, Monday and Thursday, I'm not here cutting head, but I got other shit to do that I couldn't do all day because I'm here cutting head. Like, and I'm like, yo, leverage, please. I need to get there. Like, I need more leverage. Like, this shit is crazy. And you was talking about that Turo business. I brought that shit up a couple months ago. Please tell me something about it. Did you get into it? Did you buy a bunch of cars first?
No, I didn't actually, man. So the biggest thing I'm gonna tell you about Turo, you do gotta, with anything in life that you wanna be successful in, you gotta study, right?
Yeah.
For me with Turo, me and my guy Trey, he's in the trucking. We jumped out there in the Turo. Basically, it was like we travel a lot, right? That's our biggest thing. For me, it's like mental health. Like when I travel, I could work on vacation because I'm not in that environment where it's like, yo, you gotta do this, you gotta do this, you gotta do this. So when I travel, it's like it clears my mind.
Gotcha. So
we travel a lot, and it's like, you know, we a little flashy when we do our things. It's like we want to live life to a different. I mean, we want to enjoy our life to totality. We've been doing it forever. You know what I'm saying? So even when we didn't have it, we was out there. Yo, you got your check. We going this whole check. We gonna get this car. We going here, and it was like, yo, but it was just for the experience.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we would travel, we would get cars. Our first car we got was a Maserati for real, right? It was like if you gonna go out there, go big.
Go big, yeah.
So we went on I think we went to Atlanta first. We grabbed a Maserati for real, drove around like, yo, this joint mean. Like, yo, this joint fast, it's mean. And it was like, dang, I might have to grab one of these. Then I ended up going to Orlando. I copped it again. I came back home. I'm like, nah, yo, we getting this joint right now.
Yeah.
At the time, we was already, tapped into the credit stuff. So our credit was crazy. Yeah. So it was like, yo, let's just go get this loan. We going to go ahead. Matter of went through Navy Federal, and we just basically kind of did it together for our first one. It was like, look, let's just go ahead and grab this.
Yes, sir.
And then after that, we threw it on there. It was a little slow at first because it was like we really didn't know the ins and outs. Like, when it comes to Toro, I'm gonna tell you now, you gotta know your seasons. Like whatever type of car you have, like a Maserati or like a crazy exotic foreign. Ain't nobody driving that in the snow.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? We ended up copping that joint in like October or something like that.
I got you.
So it was like a dead season. So, but in our head it was like, all right, we know we're willing. So when you invest in anything, you gotta know like, all right, I'm willing to chalk this amount. But once we hit this amount, we gotta find the extra track. You see what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna lie, it was a little slow at first. It started taking off, maybe like the following year, like January, February. We was getting people, people was renting the car and everything like that. Yeah. But it was like, yo, what are we doing? What are we doing wrong? Like, we need to start doing some more research. So we started checking in, like, what's the algorithm of this, right? We had it basically at BWI. And it was like, can we change the location? What other stuff can we offer? Oh, we can offer delivery fees. Oh, so instead of it being at BWI, you can go to this address down here. We can damn near take it to DC. We can have it here. So it's like, all right, now we got these different locations. So we start looking on there, and basically it was like, all right, let's find all the Maseratis in the Maryland radius, and what are they putting up there, and what can we do to be better than them price-wise? What do they offer on their delivery? They offer $20. Let's throw ours on there for $15. So it was just basically, you got to find your competition. And basically beating out your competition. So that joint started to become successful, probably like around the springtime, and then it was cool. Then it was like, all right, bet. Let's go grab something else, whatever car we want. Let's go grab the Range. So we ended up grabbing this white, the autobiography Range for real. Yeah. And that was just us together again. And from there it was like, all right, we got the formula. Yeah. Now let's do our own thing. You know what I'm saying? We'll always, congregate, come together with the next big play, but now let's do our own thing. But once you get the rhythm of it and you learn the algorithm of it, man, it's definitely a successful business. I mean, but again, you got, if anything, you gotta do your research. So and this is the thing too, man. You can't have too much like value in your cars. Like like you can't treat it like, oh, this is my baby. Yo, something's going to happen to your car. Yo, somebody going spill liquor in your car, somebody going to try to do 100 and something on the highway. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be damages. So it's like, yo, care for your business that you're running, but like don't have like a personal attachment to it. You know what I'm saying? And once you lose that personal attachment, you understand.
I need to learn that.
Yo, that's what I need to learn that. Yeah, it's like, yo, this is business.
When I get to talking about the shop, I'm like, that's my baby.
Yo, which is cool.
This your day off. You going to the shop? Yeah, I need to just go smell some hair real quick, make sure everything is okay.
Sure. But which is cool, but my thing is always like, if I lose this, I have to have something else to back it, right? So it's like, I can't have so much of an attachment to this because this is just making me that money that I need, for this week. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And another thing with me with cars, it was like I would get a new car, not new, but a used car, not too old.
Not too old, yeah.
And that was gonna be my question. Like how,
so again,
what is like a 10-year age range? I think I read this. I went on the website. I think it was like 10 years. Like
I say, just do your research, man. It's all about competing. Yeah. So if you like whatever car, like right now on there, the Teslas are hot. The S models and the X, they hot on there right now. So it's like if they hot, so see what year is hot, see what model is hot, the base model is like whatever type of model is hot. And grab that, so you in competition with them now. And then you gotta put to yourself, like, my thing is, we're not jumping into no type of risk game for free. Yeah. Right? So it's all about, we don't be addicted to money, but we want to make money. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the only way we want to become successful. Yeah. So it's like,
just starting off with a Tesla ain't bad either.
Yeah, no. You saving yourself on gas. Yeah, exactly. So it's like, all right, if I break it down, and this is how much, it's on here for a day. And my bill, let's say my my bill is what, a couple $100, and my insurance another couple $100. I need to know how many trips I need to make a month in order to have some profit, right? And if it's beneficial and if it's worth taking that risk, then I'm jumping out there, right? If it don't make money, it don't make sense. I mean, it's a lot to it. There's some little hacks too. I mean, you can go to if you don't want to jump all the way out there and buy a car, it's a website you can go on. It's called Swap Release.
I just heard about that.
Yo,
I haven't done my research
Swap
on it
Release
yet,
is crazy, yo. Swap Release is crazy. Yo, so you could basically go on Swap Release and
buy a lease, right?
And take over somebody else's lease.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you don't know like how this is going to be, now you didn't have to put no down payment on the car. Nobody had to run your credit. It's like, all right, I'm just taking over somebody's lease, and you can take over a short lease. There's people in there just trying to get rid of their cars. You know what I'm saying? It might be 5 months left in the lease, and the joint be on there for like $250 a month, $300-400 a month. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm definitely going to.
Swap Release
I
vicious, man.
got the website in my text messages.
I gotta take a look at that one.
Yeah, so it's like, you know,
it's on my list of things.
Yeah, so it's other little hacks about it, but Toro definitely cool. What I will say though is the thing that really started making us successful was you gotta understand, like, it's always a middleman, right? So Toro's an app, so that's like the plug, but they're the middleman in a sense, because it's like they're bringing you the network. You know what I'm saying? They bring you the network. So it was for a while. We was like, yo, this is crazy. We would be hitting people like, because we use Toro when we go out of town.
Right.
And it's like, yo, the car will be listed for $100. Like, say it's listed for $100 a day, right? And you get it for 3 days. By the time all of those fees add up, you paying like $500-600 for that car, and you only got it for 3 days. So Toro making 100% profit. And what you understand is, if you a host, yo, they taking profit off the top too. So it's like, man, we making good money, but it's like, yo, I need all my money. So it was like, yo, what can we do to get all our money, right? So it was like, all right, yo, we gotta find a way. So we started doing some more research about the rental car game. We started getting turned down crazy, like, oh, well, you gotta have a lot, or you gotta have, you know, a building, this and that. It's like, nah, people out here renting cars. So it gotta be a way.
They definitely.
So we start doing some research, and basically, this is the hack for real. So anybody listen, this is the crazy hack. You could pretty much have your car being posted on Turo. When people hit you to book your car, they're gonna message you anyway, like you know, to see where to pick the car up, to get the details and stuff like that. We was pulling people off Turo, like, look, say it charged them $600, but the car would have only been $300, right? But we might have only made a $200 profit off of it, because Toro taking the rest. We hit them like, look, man, we know you got hit with all these fees. We actually have a rental car business on the side. I mean, you can check my Instagram page. And you know, see what it is that we do, and it'd be cheaper for you. So you saving them $300 for real, but you're getting that $300 profit. You see what I'm saying?
I'm seeing the deal.
Yeah, so we was pulling everybody off of there. So now it's like profiting our money, but then it's like, all right, how are you back by insurance? So the thing is, you can't go directly and try to get insurance on these cars, and because they're going to charge you thousands. You see what I'm saying? But all you have to do is pretty much have them put the car in their insurance. Just like when you go to a rental car. You see what I'm saying? When you go get that rental car, and it's like you got insurance, as long as they got full liability on their insurance, you good. It costs them like $8 a day. It's the same thing they go get a rental car. So now your car is taken care of for that weekend. You got 100% profit in your pocket. Yo, we eating. So yeah, like I said, start off with Toro to build your fan base, but after that, yo, pull them off of this. So yeah, that's my.
That's a hell of a move.
That's my Toro hat, man. Like I tell people all the time, you know, Toro cool, but and I don't get that out a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like I told you, man, it's all about sharing.
It's gonna be goddamn documented, sir.
Yeah,
Listen to this shit 46 times if I got to.
For sure.
Their fees, like you said, their fees
It'd be crazy. It'd be crazy. It's a whole nother. I could have rented a whole nother car by the time I paid the fees.
Then here you go, you contemplate, all right, what's a little cheaper? All right, I see the Camry a little cheaper.
Yeah. Now you're making a decision. You know what you wanted. And then you watered yourself down on your options, bro. So, but yeah, man, Toro game is crazy, man. It's all about doing your research, though, man.
That is amazing. Like, I'm still fucked up about that one. Because I looked into that shit too. And guess what? Never mind. I don't want to say it. But I talked to some people about it. And nevertheless.
I mean, sometimes, yo, the thing is with anything, you gotta know who you're talking to.
Yes.
Because it's a couple things. One, you'll get bad information.
Oh yeah.
Or two, you get the people that are trying to talk you out of something.
Oh yeah.
It's like, y'all woke up, I had this crazy idea, and
Feel
now,
good, you pumping.
and then you talking me out of it. And so that's why, like, with me, with anything now, man, I'm glad that, like, my peer group is crazy. Like, man, I mean, we really compete. Like, they're
You
dropping.
chose
Like,
the fuck out of your friends.
I'm thankful, yo. On some real shit, I'm thankful. Like, the people that I really came up with is really eating with me right now. I'm really thankful. And don't get me wrong, like, I met through networking a lot of great people that I call, like, friends to this day.
Right.
But, like, a couple of my guys, I mean, don't get it wrong. You don't bring everybody along, right?
Yeah.
Everybody.
Just had that conversation.
Yo, and that's what people gotta understand. Yo, it's no hard feelings, but everybody can't come along for the ride. You see what I'm saying? Everybody don't got the same mentality. Everybody don't got the same will. And again, let me get out here and get to it. I could always spin back around and get you, right? There's no ill will.
But it's a hell of a thing to process.
Yeah. Oh, so
yeah.
it's tough, yo. It's tough. I mean, it's tough.
On all ends, for real. Because it's like when you come to the realization that you got to deal with certain people so much differently than what you would
it's like,
prefer.
And right now, you hurting me more than you helping me. If they really your guy, they gonna understand it. If not, if not, then it's like, yo, it's not meant for you to be around for this. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I've been speaking into fruition, yo. Like, I need you to be on board with this. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm blessed that I got the peer group that I got, man. Because, like, yo, we eat together. Like, if you see me, you see them. Like, you see my page, if you see anything I'm doing, if I'm on a trip, they with me, right? If they make a big play, I'm posting them. Yo, my guy just did this. He on truck number 5. Like, you know, you gotta celebrate people, yo. Like you gonna wait till they die and say, yo, he was great, he was amazing, he did this. Nah, man, you gotta give people their flowers while they here for real. Yeah. And if you pair with that joint and you genuine, people know.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And
that value goes up.
And the right people will gravitate to you anyway when you got that genuine energy.
Man, what?
That shit means something.
Means a lot.
Yeah, like being authentically you.
Yep. Yeah, because people gonna know when you faking.
Oh yeah.
People know when you faking. And it's like if you pair, people gonna catch it. Like you talk to somebody for 5 minutes, you like, yo, he bullshit, man. I know he ain't do this or that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, you know,
for sure.
Gotta be humble though too, but sometimes you gotta jump out there. Like,
you gotta give him a little reminder. I'm still eating.
You got to though. You want me to tell you the craziest thing? Matter of fact, that we touching on that. It was like, man, when I first started, I had I have one now. I have a content manager. She kills it right now for me. But I had one in the beginning, right?
That is a pretty goddamn cool page. Like it's well put together.
Oh yeah, I appreciate that. Shout out to Nancy B, man, because like she been holding me down. But before that, I had Global Cash. She was hooking me up. And in the beginning, a lot of my mentors was like, yo, 90% business, 10% lifestyle, right? I'll tell you the craziest thing, right? We can sit here today, we can give somebody $1 million worth of game, right? They might not even view it. They might not even take what you said. But if we was on an island, sitting in front of a villa, on a beach, doing this podcast, they don't even care what we saying. All they care about is, how them brothers get on that beach. Mm-hmm. So I start realizing that. It's like people want to visualize themselves in you. So it's like, all right, bet. I'm going to still give y'all this game, but when I give you the game, I'm going to be sitting poolside. I'm going to be on this jet that I got on for free. Like, me and my guys going to fly private. Like, we going to change the narrative, but we going to make y'all want to change the narrative too, for real. Mm-hmm. So it's like, people want to see lifestyle, man. Oh, yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can make anything in America cool. Like, you can make anything in America cool, for real. Because everybody want to be successful. Mm-hmm. You can't walk down the street and say, yo, you want to be a bum? They gonna be like, nah. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can ask any bum in Baltimore. They had dreams. Yo, what was your dream? Man, I wanted to be this. You might get a bum that say he wanted to be the president, and probably could have been the president. Yep. But I mean, it's all about, you gotta show people what they want to obtain for real. Sometimes you can't always just deliver the information. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta show it and then talk about it for real. Because actions speak everything. Yo, actions speak louder.
I agree. I should agree with that. And that's kind of what I was going through with my book. I'm giving everybody free game. I'm telling them how to stock market. I ain't getting no replies. But when I start posting my games, oh, here it comes. Yo, you making that money? Yeah, you doing that? But so it's just, I was like, they kind of feel like almost like that fake love almost.
Yeah.
Kind of like start weeding it out, and I'm on
It's gotta look cool enough for them.
Exactly. Yeah. I didn't really get.
You know what I mean? People didn't want me to cut their hair until like like now.
Yeah.
Like
That's crazy.
you gotta become the thing. You gotta become, successful in their eyes first.
Yeah.
But you gotta get a free game though. You do. Like, that's the thing, like, we do the crab in the barrel mentality. Like, yo, giving free game ain't doing nothing but helping you. Because, let me tell you, like,
I already know it.
Yeah,
I already know what the fuck to do.
Yeah, but not even that. You give somebody a free game, right? Say you just meet me and we just, I don't know, we bump into each other at the airport.
Right.
Yo, I can tell you something that literally will make you $100,000 in 4 months. You're not going to regurgitate all that right then and there.
I can't.
I gave you that free game now. You gotta pay me for it, cause like to talk to me it costs, right? Cause time is money. Now I'm not charging you just for the information. I'm charging you for my time. Like whatever you get. Like sometimes I be giving free games. Sometimes I look back like, damn, I really gave him all that. But it's like it is what it is. If he becomes successful off of that, that's a shout out. Sean, Mr. Key, he gave me this joint and I'm bossed up right now. So the free game is all that, yo. You don't ever stop giving free game, man. Don't ever stop giving free game, cause what I learned is if you think you're giving out too much information, that means you don't have enough, right? And that's as real as it gets.
That shit makes me feel good. Like I do that shit all day, every day.
That's as real as it gets, and it make you feel good. Yo, what you said there, like sometimes just getting a reaction from people like, yo, for real, I could do that, bro. You can do that. Like,
you can do it.
I did it. Like yo, I started like nobody started. I didn't start from being a millionaire. Like I went to high school, college. We get into that later, but like you know what I'm saying, like I took the route, like you know what I'm saying, and I don't want to do. I'm not doing none of that. So
man, fuck college.
Yo, straight up. Yo, straight up.
I'm sorry, that shit was
straight up. You want to tap on that? Yo, we can.
Yo, don't do it. If you don't know what you
don't do it. Listen,
I'm like a 3-time dropout.
So I
tried. I swear I did. Man, this shit ain't for me.
That's what I realized.
I actually graduated, right? I did for sure. Like I went to 2 different colleges, technically 3. Cause I came home at one point, did like the summer school to bump my credits up. Yeah. But I mean, let me like before I say really fuck college, like it's only go to college if you know what you really going for, right? Like personally now looking back at it, if you're not going to college to be a doctor, a lawyer, something that you have to go to college for, then
shit on YouTube.
Then don't go because you come out in a whirlwind of debt. You see what I'm saying? Well, now that I do credit repair, I know how to sweep the loans legally. But it's like I went to school really just to play ball. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like my thing was I want to play ball. I had the NFL dreams.
What college did you go to?
So I originally I'm over here knocking the mic over and everything.
It'll survive.
Yeah. So I originally started off.
Reason to buy a new one.
Yeah. Right. Invest. But no, I originally started off at Wesley College because like I didn't think I was going to college. You know, I mean I wanted to go at one point in time, and you lose that like somewhere in school. It's like these grades ain't really there. I ain't stupid, but it's like
I lost that shit as soon as I got my high school diploma.
Man,
you're right.
But that's the thing. It's like the concept of school is so stupid and boring. It's like, yo, teach me something that's gonna make me successful. I don't care about no dead people. I don't care about like these math problems that aren't. I'm not even gonna use this. I need to know how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide. That is it. Really? I don't need a 30-step problem that's gonna give me one answer.
I don't think getting a degree would have made me feel half as good as how I felt when I got my barber license.
But the thing is, if it's not an achievement that's for you, then it don't hit home. Like for me, getting my degree was for my mom's. It was like, yo, she wanted it more than I did, so it was like no bull. Like as soon as I got my job, I gave it to her. Like thank you. Like you know what I'm saying. Like it wasn't for me. Again, I went to school to play ball. So originally, I went to Wesley College, and I had to go there because that was pretty much the school. They was nice as shit in football. Like they was nice. So that was a school that you pretty much would go to if you didn't have the grades. It's a D3 school. It's like all the nice athletes go there that don't got the grades, and the object is to get your grades up while you there and transfer out. So I did the opposite. Yo, I got there, and So I got there and it was just like my first chance of real freedom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm partying. I ain't got no curfew really. You know what I'm saying? And yo, every day is a rock star life. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. Like, don't get me wrong. College is cool for certain things, but so I network. I met a lot of great people, but being outside got the best of me. So I had like a 1 something. So I wasn't even eligible to play ball. You see what I'm saying?
Holy shit! So you just had to go there.
I just had to go. Like I'm in there and I'm like, first. So then I started to get it together, and I ended up running track for real. But mind you, I'm partying, I'm drinking.
Running track is difficult like that.
Yo, so I noticed that. But yo, when you in great shape, you can do it. I'm telling you now. I used to show up to football practice. I ain't bragging about it, but I used to show up hungover, and it's like people on the team was doing it. But it was like my first meet. I get out there and I pull my hamstring, actually dehydrated for real. So then I'm sitting back and I'm like, yo, everything is over. Like, you know what I'm saying? I came here, I partied, had a great run. It's like, man, I'm about to be one and done. They call it 2 in the barbecue for real. But I think one of my friends was going to this school in Pittsburgh called Seton Hill. And she was like, yo, why don't you just come up here and run track? Like, yo, our team kind of just getting started. And I was naturally fast for real. But track wasn't really like my biggest thing. You know, I was playing ball, but I just happened to be good at it. That'd be the worst. So I came home. And I ain't gonna lie.
That's a natural thing though. Football and track.
So I came home, I hit the ground running. I basically did the summer school joint. What's that? CCBC Catonsville joint. Yeah, I did like a couple classes up there. I ain't gonna lie. Summer school is the teachers that teach that. Like I'm telling you, it's a handful of teachers that actually can teach. I took like philosophy, sociology. And these are some cool classes. I'm like, yo, school actually ain't that bad for real. So you telling me like whatever I talk about, I'm not wrong as long as I can prove it. Yo,
that's what I'm about.
So it was crazy. It was crazy. I'm like, yo, bet. And I start like, yo, I can really mess with this. So basically, track coach get the looking at my times, whatever, get me in there, for a half ride, and I'm like, well, I play football too, so I can't come up here and just do that. It's like, yo, come up. We talked to the football coach. So long story short, I'm up at this joint called Seton Hill, and the first day that I ever went to this school was my first day of football camp. Like I never visited. I just kind of did everything. I just kind of did everything by phone. Yo, me and my people was driving up like Western PA. Yo, beware falling rocks. I'm like, yo, where the hell we going at? Like, you know what I'm saying? So. We get there, and I ain't gonna lie, man. This was a shock for me, like, cause I went to school with 99% black people, like, you know what I mean. So I get up there, it was a super culture shock for real, right? But to be honest, it's what I needed, cause it was like I changed my way of thinking. I'm seeing people pulling up in their parents' Benzes and all that, and it's like
early exposure.
So it's like, yo, what? Hi, this your people? No, it's mine. What? How old are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, you failed a couple times. So, you know what I mean? So it's like, yo, like, people is really out here doing this. Like, for us, the D-boy or the rapper. That's you know what I'm saying? But or the hooper, or the athlete. So it's like, man, to see that, it really, like, changed who I was mentally. Like, you know what I mean? I started moving different. So, I mean, I did graduate, man. I graduated in criminal justice, came out of school. I got a job in criminal justice, right? Working with kids. Like, my thing was, I'm going to save the world. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't going to lie, man. You just start losing that hope and mentality. Like, you really want to help people, but it's like, you got to find out how you can really help people. Because when you're working a job, you're stuck to, like in school, a syllabus. You're stuck to a certain guideline of, I got to do this to help them, or you can't go outside of this. And it's like, yo, these kids don't want you talking around them. They want you talking to them for real. Like, these delinquents we dealing with here for real. You know what I'm saying? This ain't Johnny up the, you know what I'm saying, the Beverly Hills.
They think everybody's full of shit anyway.
You
gotta
you gotta earn the respect off top.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I did that for a couple years. And I was out in Philly, matter of fact, at Glen Mills. Came back home, and I was working for juvenile services in Maryland for a few years. I ended up quitting. Because, like, now it's like I was spending so much time working, right? I never forget, like, I always been a hustler, always been grinding. Like, I remember making my first time making 6 figures. I was 26 or 27, right? I went to go file my taxes. I was like, yo, what was the point? I was like, what was the point? I said, what's going on? They like, well, Mr. Randall,
we taking more of that shit.
They was like, well, this year you're in a different tax bracket.
Great job.
Yo, do you have any kids? They was like, well, you might want to have a kid or two. You might want to get married and buy a house while you at it. It's like, dang, I'm young and I'm out here getting to it, and I gotta do all this and that just to be successful.
It's like you penalized.
So once I start realizing that, and the job just start becoming, stressful. I ain't sleeping like I want to sleep. I'm still traveling, doing my thing, but it's like, y'all taking more than I'm making in a sense, right?
Oh yeah.
So then I was like, I gotta get around that. So, I mean, really, once I start jumping out and being an entrepreneur, man, it's like everything I make is mine. You see what I'm saying? And that's kind of what I was telling you now about the 9 to 5. Like,
can I tell you about the last 9 to 5 I had?
Tell me. Definitely curious.
All right, so when I was 18, I'm not gonna say the name of this place, but I worked at this place.
Man, put them out there, man.
I worked there from 18 to 21.
Okay.
And I left for more money and shit like that.
Yeah, especially.
But shit got real in life, so I ended up going back.
Right.
My supervisor told me some shit one day talking about, like, they need each crew, like each truck or whatever, making thousands and thousands of it was like, let's say 10,000. I don't know.
They care about they
10,000 worth of work a day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, damn, I'm only getting paid that out of this. I think I quit it like within the next 3 days. I ain't left the barbershop since.
Got stressful.
Yeah.
Like,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All of it is mine.
Yeah.
So, I know you were saying, like, your most stressful day really ain't that stressful, but like you just said, you take the time
always be worse.
Your perfection now. Like,
right.
This is your craft.
Sure.
Like, you see what I'm saying? How many people you got a book?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So now it's like, from, I don't know your hours, but that time, 7 to 4. So now it's like between 7 and 4, I can't trade. Can't trade. You can't, produce your book to people. You can't get out there and talk about it. Because by the time 7 to 4, but you probably don't even get home and get settled till 5:30, 6 o'clock when it's all said and done. Yeah. And now it's like your window is limited for real. So I started realizing that it's like, man, and I was overworking myself. It's like, trying to start your business is crazy. Like, don't get me wrong, entrepreneur life is sweet, but when you getting started out, don't believe all the, glam and glitz.
Yeah.
It's tough, man. Like, don't get me wrong, yo. It's a lit lifestyle when you get, grasp hold of it, and you get the right mentors, and that's what I was saying. Like, you gotta have a mentor, but man, I was overworking myself, man. That was like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna use all of my leave, and I gotta chop the deuces on y'all for real. Like,
I didn't even do that.
Man,
I ain't
telling motherfuckers
I ain't gonna get that hack, but I found a way to use all my leave, and it was just like
went the fuck home.
You feel good driving home. Like, that drive home be so peaceful. Like, you don't care about nothing. You gonna go out.
It was the best ride home.
Yeah.
Man, it's that first night's sleep.
Right.
You wake up like
no work.
I ain't got nobody emailing me about some. You know what I'm saying?
Because everybody had a job where they felt like their supervisor or whoever was over top of them, in the fucking worst chain, was a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
You always get them.
Super extra, man.
I gotta listen to this dumb. It's like that first day you realize you ain't gotta listen to some dumb son of a bitch.
Every time.
And it was hard.
No matter where you go.
It was hard because it was like at one point, it's like, yo, I'm making your salary in a month or two, and you trying to tell me what to do every day. That was the hardest part for me to come back to work every day and really have like a super humble mentality, knowing like when I get out of here, I'm really getting to. Or actually, while I'm here, I'm kind of making money because like my business is some of them are automated right now. You know what I mean? So that was like the hardest thing for me. But like you said, you was being comfortable, and I ain't gonna lie, yo. Sorry for a lot of the people that died over like COVID and everything like that. But yo, me personally, COVID was like the best thing that ever
You
happened.
missed
to me.
out. If you was
Yo,
not on
if
your
you
grind
did-
during
if
COVID,
you
you
didn't
missed
grind
out.
during COVID,
Stocks, business,
you-
get a new job. Everybody was hired. It ain't no
Facts.
excuse.
so if you didn't grind during COVID, it's like, yo, you missed that wave.
Missed.
It was the time when everybody got to just sit down, focus, lock in, critique your craft, and you know what I'm saying, do what it do.
What's going on, man?
But yeah,
Man, you definitely missed out. That's why I tell a lot of people, man, COVID, like you said, everything happened, but if you was on your grind and your humble, that's where you start up and you could have propelled. That's why a lot of
Is that
people got
what
into the
you
stock.
wrote?
Yeah, that's when
Yeah,
everybody started
that's-
getting for the stock, Forex,
Yeah,
jumping. So
yeah.
now, oh, how you do this, how you do that? Oh, I know him. Okay, cool.
that's what I jumped
Man,
in
my
the
time
tournament.
ain't free though. But yeah, that's exactly how. That's just one thing to do. Like not even just even doing entrepreneurship. Like I was saying, like new jobs was hiring. Shoot, they was taking it. Me barely had to do an interview. Shoot, come on, everybody leaving.
Yeah,
So it definitely was ways to eat out there, and then everybody making dinners. Everybody. So it was definitely out there to make some money.
but you had that
Sure.
mentality though, man.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants success, but everybody not willing to put in that success work. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Everybody want that handout given to them.
Mm-hmm.
Depends, I guess.
Depends.
I mean, it depends on what the person's version of success is.
I agree
And that's
with
the
that
part.
too.
Everybody's success level is different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What's successful to you, not successful
Like
to you.
some
What's successful to
people-
me, not
Yeah,
successful to you.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. And that's what a lot of people are like, oh yeah, you did this with the book. Oh, I know you killing it. Me, I don't care if I make an M. Like, as long as I'm financially stable and I'm able to help people out, you feel me? I'm cool with that. Like,
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little different.
But then,
I need
yeah,
my-
see,
I need my
You
M.
feel
I
me?
need my M,
It
man.
definitely, I ain't chopping it down, but
But
love
it-
the M.
But I ain't gonna lie to you, it ain't really about the M though. It's really about like the financial freedom aspect of it. For
Yeah.
real. Like right. So like to me, like my definition of financial freedom is: can I pay all my bills?
Yes.
Can I still do the stuff that I want to do and still have money to put in the bank each month?
Correct.
To me, it's like, all right, I'm living the life I want to live. I'm financially free.
Correct.
So do I have to have an M to do that? Probably not.
Right.
But I would like to have
You
one
like to
person.
have
You
one.
know what I'm saying?
Mindset. I would love that M.
See, it's
Yeah.
not about need at this point.
Yeah.
I would like
Like
to have it though.
I would
Yeah,
sure.
for sure,
You
for
know?
sure. So,
Yeah.
but I mean, we all chasing, with something different. That's the good thing about it. Like, you gotta have that hunger. You know what I mean?
A market for everything.
Yes, sir.
Quick question. So with all this money being in place and talking about financial,
Mm-hmm.
stability, what's your lifestyle number?
My lifestyle number. What you mean by that?
The amount of money you would need to become financially free.
Ah.
Your version of financially free.
Mm.
That you can afford your entire lifestyle.
I mean,
Anymore.
technically, I'm doing it now. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I'm cool where I'm at now. Like, the 9 to 5, I get paid great. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm chilling.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, technically, I'm financially free now. I
Right.
ain't got too much debt. I got my credit, got that straightened out. So, I mean, I don't owe nobody. Ain't nobody looking for me. So, it's like, now, if my sister, my cousin come out, oh, I need this, I need that. I can go ahead and lend it to him, not worry about that. Cool. So, technically, I'm already in that mindset. But like you said, I'm still chasing him.
Oh yeah,
For sure.
oh yeah.
For sure.
So what's the number?
What's the number?
Yeah. How
Listen,
much money
It's
per
like-
month would you need?
If I want to get to it, I say I would love to have around like 10 bands a month around there. That'd be nice. I ain't there yet, but I'm in that proximity range almost. But 10 bands would have me where I could really feel comfortable. Cause me and my stability, like where I grew up and everything, just having like a nice little house for 3 beds, 3 baths. You feel me? A nice little yard. Nice little pool in the back, nothing too fancy. And got my car, my wife car, you feel me? And I'm chilling.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need all the chains. I don't need all the clothes, the designer. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, I do like to dress nice, cooling. But you feel me? I mean, 10 is around like almost like 100, 110 a year for real.
It's 120.
Yeah, 120. So yeah, if I can make 150, 120, 100, I mean 100 to 150, I think I could set. That'd be cool. Cause I technically wouldn't change my lifestyle that I'm doing now, and I think that's a lot of things that people get mixed up when they try to save and do things. Like we got like me, you, we all got this one budget. Let's say like I get a stack a month. So when I see that in my account, once I see that go below 1,000, I'm panicking now. Cause I'm so comfortable with seeing that 1,000. Now I gotta go in grind mode. Okay, when I go to 1,000, cool. Now I got 1,500. Oh, I got extra 500 to play with. No, they don't work like that. So once you got to step yourself up. So now instead of seeing 1,000, I need to see 2. And that's kind of like how I started building my account with everything. Cause that's how I started off. Like when I was working on Amazon, you know, I'm getting paid like $500 every week or something. I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool. This first time I ever seen a comma in my bank account. So once I see that, boom, I'm like, okay, cool. I'm spending money. I'm like, where's all my money going? I have nothing to show for it. Not no clothes, not all my money going to food, rides, Lyft rides before I even start driving everything. I'm like, nah, this gotta change. So now I got comfortable. Okay, you kind of want to make a realistic goal, but you kind of want it to be up there for real. So, like I said, I set little mini goals and I set like high goals. Like at the end of this year, I wanted to be around like 40K in my bank account.
That's
where it just sit, savings wise. Boom. So I'm just on track on moving that. So that's kind of like how I think a lot of people get misconstrued. But I think if you can go ahead and just set many tasks that's actually possible, but you want a little bit far-fetched where you know if you grind, you can go get it. That's what it is about. And then also, like you said, a lot of stuff is automated. Like my book is automated. Like I don't even touch my book. Like when somebody buy my book, I don't even know. I don't even get a notification. All I do is I see the deposit. I don't make the book. I don't write. I already wrote the book. Boom. This is on Amazon. Amazon do all my work for me.
Yeah.
Cool. Now I just wait for the check on mine. You know, now I'm chilling.
That's tough. Yeah, that's tough. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, for sure. And then just learn how to reinvest that money too. So I think like how me and my sister had this conversation yesterday. You know, I come up to her and I was like, hey sis, I'm thinking about dropping a shoe. She was like, nah, you moving too quick. I'm like, what you mean? Like, you know, who dropping their own shoe? Like, come on now. Like, this crazy. Yeah, I talked to a dude overseas and I'm telling him he got it customized. We already kind of got it all mocked up for real. I'm haggling with him right now, and hopefully you don't see this, but I'm haggling right now with the shipping because he trying to tax me on the shipping. But
Hold up. That should be like a brag right now.
It should be a brag. See,
yeah,
I guess it's a brag.
Yeah,
it's a brag. It's a brag.
You what with shoes?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. yeah. So, I guess we put that in the brag column. But I'm just trying to get that all situated with him, and we've been going back and forth for almost like a month. And I also learned that stuff just take time for real. But I was telling her like, it's for me. Like as I tell a lot of people, like I don't really care to shoot. I mean, I'm a probably like
you gotta like 30 develop 40. A certain level of patience.
Yeah, I don't mind. I'm gonna buy like 30 pairs. I might sell 10. Who cares? Like this is a small accomplishment for me. Because you don't want to do with the rest of the 10 that don't sell. I'm gonna straight give them to the homeless people. Cool. I did something with a good deed for me. I'm cool with that. I'll give it to a kid. Boom. Cool. I'm cool. Like you said, now that's my risk and reward. So that when I'm haggling with him, I'm okay with selling with $500 that I lost. So it's not a loss in my book because once we look back at this when I turned 30, oh bro, you remember when you dropped your own shoe?
Yeah.
That's what I care about.
I'm glad you just like so gracefully started talking about that because I was gonna ask about that shit because I saw that shit. I'm like, God damn, who does this? Like,
that's what I care about.
Shit like that.
That's why I care about. I was like, I want you to be like, damn, he doing this. Like, damn, I can't even believe he did that. And that's what I really care about. So with the shoe, it's so many little gems in that one that my family helped me make up with this one. This one gonna be crazy though. But I got a lot of support, and that comes from the value of me being so genuine, the person I am, giving out the free game. Yeah. So when I'm dropping something in a book or I'm dropping something like that, I still got people in my DM. Hey bro, I just got the book. Like somebody got a book for Christmas. That meant a lot to me. Like damn, damn, she bought your book, my book for Christmas. That's crazy. And another thing is, that I tell a lot of people about my book, like. I don't even care that you bought it. Like, I really care that you read it. Like, so I care about the message. Yeah. You show me that you paid for the book. That's cool. Right. That's nice. But did you read what was in there? Did you actually read one page? Did you even read the title? Right. Because I know what you did with it. Hey, bro, yeah, I see you. Because I'm blowing up now, so you're going to take a picture. Yeah, I got bro book.
Right.
Awesome.
Right.
It's sitting in the back of the car. Yeah. It's getting stepped on.
You'd have gave me more value by reading and implementing the stuff in the book.
Exactly.
What's the name of the book again?
The Baltimore Investor. Yes, sir. That's why I'm
make sure you get that out there.
And I just think that
hold it up.
Oh, I hold
the camera.
You feel me?
Baltimore Investor.
Yes, sir. And another thing I'm gonna tap into for a little bit, like I done made it so different because I wanted to almost look like a magazine because I know I had to tap into me in my generation. Ain't nobody gonna sit here and read no Harry Potter book. I already knew you weren't gonna do that. It got to be appealing to the eyes. Yeah. So if you notice, I also got a picture of me sitting in a car. You feel me? I ain't want to be in no suit. You know, I wear suits 24/7. Well, for my day job. So why would I want to sit in a suit for a dude who can't relate to me? I want to do it on a block or whatever the case may be. Like, he read the book and like, oh damn, I ain't gotta do this no more. That's what I care about. Someone who can actually relate, be like, okay, this is another dude I'm gonna see. This ain't another, so to speak, cornball. Another person who, oh, he probably went to Calvin Hall. He probably did this and that. Yo, nah. Like I said, that's why I kept it so real in the book, and I put my own little personal story, and that took a lot for me to put in there and get my own personal story. Cause I don't really
almost
like
like
open up.
if I can do it, you can do it type of thing.
Exactly. Yeah, because the Baltimore investor is not me, it's you. That's the whole thing.
That's the biggest difference between most people is that level of effort.
Yeah.
The level of discipline.
Yeah.
Like, that shit is different, man. Like that shit is dope to witness for real.
That's lit.
Thank you. Yeah.
Definitely congrats on that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I definitely commend you. Yo, I'm telling you now, you not chasing him, but you won't touch him. You 24 with him. Like,
he don't.
the thing
That's
is,
why
you
gotta
gotta
ask about that type of shit.
yo, I'm telling you now, if I was
That type of
24
discipline.
with that discipline, that mentality, like that level of, like just will, like at 24 was like, I'm gonna work this job. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna blow all my money on. We going out.
Yeah.
We going on a trip. We buying something
Yes,
crazy.
sir.
Like
I'm 35, man.
so.
You
Yeah,
imagine by the time you 35, you keep fucking
Yeah.
around with the stock market, you will end up writing another motherfucking book.
Yeah.
Probably design 3 more fucking pairs of shoes.
Yeah,
You
that's
can buy
tough,
that
man.
more people to know about the shit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That just,
Like that's different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for real, for real.
yeah, that's what I just try to do, just step outside the box. And another thing is having fun
That's
with
dope.
it. That's why I call it a hobby, because
Guys to have fun
this-
with it, man.
yeah, because if I'm going here and I'm like, God damn, I really don't want to. I mean, there's been times I didn't want to write the book. I mean, shit, I wrote a book on where we go. Probably when Cali, I think, when we went up there. I'm writing a book on a plane. I didn't want to do it, but I know it had to be done. I know I had to get it out there, but
Then when you finish it, man, it feels good. Like
good.
that joint feel amazing.
yes. And then when I was able to learn how to put it on automation, I was like, because I was going to go ahead and ship it myself. I'm like, no, hold on. Don't you, like, I started thinking like you, Key. I'm like, all right, if I automate this thing, I ain't got to touch it no more.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got to worry about this and that. Like, hey, somebody bought my book before I even had it. I didn't even see how it looked.
Yeah.
I posted up, oh yeah, it's ready for buy. The girl, she bought 3 copies. She got it before me. I was like, damn.
Yeah, that's tough, man.
I ain't even got my
Amazon crazy when it comes to that. Yeah.
Crazy. So I just like that though. That's probably one of my prized possessions. But I think my next one, I don't know. I just do things in
Your what?
spare moments. Like one of my prized
You said
possessions.
your what?
My next project.
Your next one?
Yeah.
Your next book?
We might be getting one. I'm gonna throw a little gem in
Yeah,
there.
see?
I might teach you how to go ahead and go buy and go customize your own shoes and stuff like that. So I'm gonna throw some things for it to be appealing for real. Cause I know that's why another thing I try to do in my stock market, but I try to make it fun. Like, cause me when I want to do it and I'm watching the videos, hearing everybody talk, I'm like, womp, womp. And then nobody gets to the point.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and teach you how to talk.
I like that one. I like that.
He doing everything
It's
and
a
everything.
fucking point, please.
He shouting everybody out, this and that. Then 5 minutes left in the video. Oh yeah, there go your resistance line. Here go your support line. And bounce off of that. Gone. I didn't learn a thing. So that's why I really try to break it down for those guys that really have no clue of what's going on. I give a lot of good sweet gems in there. Like you say, even Lord tap in with the credit, I'm pretty sure Keith probably got better gems. But I just tell him how to keep it. Try to keep that thing and build your credit up. You know, I helped my boy out. He was trying to look for a house. I shot him up over like 100 points within like a month or two. Just out the little gems in there. So yeah, it's just been great. Just little small stuff though. No,
Ain't nothing small about none of that shit. You
Nah,
understand how
no.
you understand how serious this shit is. You way too fucking modest.
And the average person don't know that.
Yeah.
And that's what you gotta understand, man. Like the average person don't know the stuff you know. You know what I'm saying? The average person, you gotta think, everybody was stuck to a syllabus all their life. You're gonna learn math, English, science, and some history that don't even exist no more. Right?
Thanks.
So the fact that you tapped into some Wall Street stuff, like that's outside our culture for real. Like people don't know that. So the littlest thing you give them is a big gem for them. That's what I had to start understanding too. Like me and my boys, we have these type of conversations on a regular basis. So for us, it's the norm. But somebody else to jump in the conversation or might overhear what we saying, it's like, yo, y'all did what? And it's like, yeah, bro, that's all you gotta do. But it's like you gotta start normalizing the things that wasn't normal.
Yeah.
I mean, so yeah, don't be my definitely you gotta put that out there. It's big.
There's a lot of power
it's big
in that
for
shit.
Gotcha. Yeah, I definitely had a conversation like that. Just like you said, fresh for our culture. I was like, it kind of sucks, like how, you know, my mom and my grandfather and everything, how we was raised. You know, I ain't even graduate yet. You know, this is the day of graduation. Because we had the first time we graduated at nighttime. I go to sleep, wake up. My mother tapped me on my shoulder. You looking for a job? I'm like, Mom, I didn't even put on a cap and gown yet.
Yeah.
I'm 17 years old. I didn't even put on a cap and gown.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, well, you know you ready to start paying rent around here. Damn, Mom.
Man.
Can I at least walk across the stage? First grad the fake diploma. Can I even grab that?
Yeah.
So I think then you go on the other spectrum is go to college and go ahead and say, yeah, you know, stack it up a little bit. Then you can go and buy your first house. It's not move to an apartment. It's go buy your first house. You can stay as long as you want. Yeah, you might have a little problem seeing that no home is perfect. But as you can see on their culture, and you know, that's how they set up and build blocks for their generation. And then here we just kicking guys out or making them pay stuff. They can say you paying $400 of rent, but your check only like $6. You got a car, you got this and that, and then you say you still like look flashy and everything. So it's tough. It's kind of like I ain't gonna say I want to put it on the parents. I'm gonna put it on the parents. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna say.
Why?
Man, because
you have to, but then it's like they only giving you what they knew.
right.
You see what I'm saying? Like
That's
they didn't set us up for failure, but they didn't set us up to account for what today's culture has brought about, like the internet.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like
Shit, what are feelings?
yeah,
Who the fuck
yeah,
got no feelings?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I
that
don't give
goes a
a
long
fuck
way.
how I felt. Go.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it be so hard for me to express myself and stuff like that. And that's why I started to get out my comfort zone and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's how I grew up in a
I
nutshell.
grew in. I'm still trying to grow out of that shit.
Yeah, you fight that every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely an introvert. There's a lot of people there. I mean, I'm not scared of nobody. I'm fighting myself. It's like I can't breathe almost.
that's the hardest part. But you get outside of that, it's a can't lose aspect. It's a can't lose mentality for real. But no, I agree with you, man. Our parents, it's different. They living off the baby boomer era for real. It's like for them, if they had a job by this time, it's like all right, they successful. That's why I talk the whole down to 5. Cause like now, by the time you able to collect Social Security, it's not going to exist. You know what I'm saying? We got probably another maybe 10 years, if that. I want to say. So I mean, they only given what they was taught. But the hardest thing with parents is getting them out of that mentality, right? Like for me to show my mom success, I had to really throw her something. Like, yeah, mom, you learned that? Is it a scam? Is it a scam? That's all they think. If it's foreign to them, if it's not something that they're norm, it's like, is it a scam? Is it a scam? Till I had to turn around and show. Like, I didn't fix my mom credit before I fixed like 10, 15 other people.
They don't believe
like one of her friends had to come to her like, yeah, he did this for me. Oh, wait, why you didn't fix mine? Because when I was trying to get with you, it was a scam, right?
That's the toughest,
That's the toughest thing ever, like trying to convince the people that really raised you, like, yo, I'm really trying to do something that's not, I'm trying to change the norm, right? I'm trying to make a new norm for myself, for real. Like, what y'all did was great. Y'all did the best y'all could with what y'all had.
Yeah.
That's why I say, like, we can blame the parents, we can't put everything on the floor.
Sure. Yeah, not everything.
But it's tough for them. Like, it's easier to learn than it is to unlearn, to relearn. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, like, you being 24,
yes, sir.
Yo, catch everybody that's 18 coming out of high school, implement this to them because they still fresh. You see what I'm saying? They've been on the internet. They've seen more than your parents seen as far as like. It's more believable to them. You got 8-year-olds becoming millionaires, 9-year-olds becoming entrepreneurs. You see what I'm saying?
Playing with toys. That shit bothers me.
So they see that. So now, like the concept of grasping that to them is more realistic. So whereas though you try to teach a 50-year-old, they liked. First of all, they don't even know how to navigate the internet half the time.
Yeah, that's true.
And they looking at you like the stock market because for them, it was all white people in the stock market.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? And if you wasn't white, you wasn't getting stocks. Yep. So for you to understand it and try to explain it to them is super foreign.
Sure.
So, but no, man, definitely, keep preaching and keep elevating. Like, somebody gonna catch it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's the right people gonna catch it. So.
Lifestyle number.
Different checks,
man, so first,
you're speaking monthly, not like.
Well, first, I mean, I'm like Kevin right now. I'm financially free, right? I am. Like I can't preach something that I'm not already doing, right? And like I told y'all, my definition is being able to pay all your bills, still live the lifestyle you want to live, and then turn around and put money in the bank each month. Now, I'll be honest, like I don't like personally, man. I want to make $100K a month. You see what I'm saying?
Big, I like that.
I've had big months.
I love it.
But I want to make $100K a month on a consistent basis. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, I can make it in a couple months, but I want to make it every single month. Boom, 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 boom. Right? And I feel like he said, like that was a great the way you broke it down. We gotta change the norm, right? The norm was I'm get this check, I'm gonna blow it. Then it's I got $1,000 in the bank. Sure, when I get below $1,000, I'm scrambling. Like for me, like, and that's the thing. Like everybody's level of success is different.
Yes.
Like my boy will tell you, I got to a certain number before we really start tapping into like changing our mindset, jumping out, going to conferences, meeting on mentors. Man, I got below a certain number, and like my broke is different from everybody's broke.
Exactly.
But it's different like that because my expenses are different too. Like my expenses are different, my bills are different. Like people gotta understand that too. Like just because you might think or see what I make, you gotta understand it's a big cost behind that as well.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But I was in my head, I was hurting.
Yeah.
And it was like I'm adding up rent is this, you know, I got this car. We had like what a couple cars at the time for real. So it was like, yo, am I gonna make it through? And I ain't gonna lie, shout out to my guy, man, Trey, Mr. Elevated Mindset, cause like yo put me on with this with Hip 100 and like yo, we changed the game and I probably what 2, 3, 4 months maybe bought in 100 like just off of like 2 months. Yeah, like 2 months. Like I made $100K. So what I preach in my book, Mr. Key's Credit Secrets. Basically, what I preach in the book is I did it in 2 months, but I'm gonna show you how to do it in 4. Right? So that's not to say that you can't do it in 2 months as well, but I got lucky. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes it takes a little bit of luck. I can be honest with that. Sometimes it takes a little bit of luck, but it takes a lot of hard work too. Like this is not something that we just started doing. It's not like, oh, we just start going on trips, or we just start buying a chain, or we just start driving this car. It's like we've been doing that. So you gotta step outside sometimes. Like, right? We was doing it when we didn't have it.
Right.
So like it's like riding first class, right? Once you ride first class, you never want to ride coach again.
I was like, oh, this is
like, man, you got your feet kicked back. I got a TV. You didn't ask them if they wanted no snacks, but you give me the snacks that's under the plane. So it's like, so that's the new norm now.
Yeah.
Right? So now I go on a trip, I can't rent the Camry. You know what I'm saying? Not even that. It's like people, if they see me in the Camry, oh, he lost it. He went broke.
Oh, he crazy.
So that's the thing people gotta understand too. Like you gotta keep your mental health because people are going to be expecting so much more of you as well. I mean, you can still deliver it, but you gotta stay who you are. And like I said, this is how we came like to light. Like this always been us. When we didn't have it, we were still doing it.
I haven't been on a plane in almost 4 years.
Yo, change it. Yo, live life on credit. You was just talking about it. Live life on credit. And
it ain't even about being able to go. I'm terrified.
Oh, man. Well, catch the Greyhound, man. I don't know, man, but you got to travel.
I've been out of town,
yeah.
but I haven't been on a plane in like almost 4 years.
What you nervous about? Like, I know certain things for certain different people.
Because I don't know. I'm still not comfortable with the handicap stuff.
Got you.
And I'm damn sure not I don't feel like walking through this whole fucking airport.
She ain't lying.
No point. So I guess I'm meant to get fucking pushed around and shit.
Oh, you
stupid in the wheelchair.
Hey, listen,
I hate that shit.
No, listen, that's a lot of people do that just to cut the line.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Jump in the wheelchair and roll me up to the front.
When I went to the Ravens game, that shit was beautiful. They said, yeah, just come on, sir. Oh, yeah. And I was walking around, my pants leg rolled up. Shit. You wanna see this man?
You gonna see it today.
Yeah, that's how it go.
Yes,
come on, sir. You come first. Thanks, cuz.
Travel, man. There's so much out there, and like, I be trying to get my parents a
I'm going to Jamaica.
It's crazy. Do it.
What? Yeah.
I don't know. My homeboy getting married, so I gotta go.
Yeah, you got to.
So that's probably when I'm gonna.
That's your first time out of the country?
Yeah, that'll be my first time out of the
country.
country.
Yeah. Once different out there.
Once you do it one time, like once you leave the country.
But it was funny that you said what you said though, because I plan on flying first class.
Oh yeah.
So it's like.
Sure. They make sure you're comfortable. Oh yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
I won't be comfortable.
Oh yeah. You like landing?
But make sure it's free though. Make sure it's free.
Use some credit
Just
points.
keep leveraging the credit and use them points.
Absolutely.
Because there ain't nothing like traveling first class when you ain't pay for it, somebody else pay for it.
Yeah, I got
You
something
know what I'm saying?
different. I ain't get that status. But yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
Sheesh. Yeah, that'd be
It's
crazy.
okay.
It
Not
comes,
bad.
Or if you don't
Every
want to do
level
that, at
feels
least,
better.
Oh, yeah.
you know, at least tap into the Comfort Plus or something, like, you know.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's all about life being comfortable, but, you know. I mean, success, like I said, everybody's success level different.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man, me personally, I want to just put, I'm going to be honest, though. I want my daughter to make the M's, really. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm really, like, when I talk financial freedom, I mean, a lot of people don't talk about it. It's like generational wealth, right?
Right.
So, like, what did your parents leave you? Right?
No.
Debt. No, they left you debt.
Oh, yeah.
Your parents left you debt, right? And I mean, shout out to mom for the debt. But it's like they didn't know though. So like they left you debt.
That's
Like
the fuck that you did.
go to school. I told you go to school. Yeah, go to school.
Yeah.
And it's like now I finished this school and now I got more debt than money I have in the bank.
Right.
So it's like I want to set my kids up, you know, in a way that by the time they're 18, they lit.
Yeah.
Like, you know, my daughter has a hedge fund. My daughter has a business in her name. My daughter has credit cards. Like, you know what I'm
There
saying?
you go.
She's 2 years old.
Sheesh.
There
You see what I'm saying? But by the time she's 18, what? 16, 17 plus years of credit. Now, she just like Johnny, when he go up in the dealership to get a car, my daughter can get whatever car she want. At the age of 18, she got better credit than
You gonna tell her she got
most of
one?
America. Say it again?
You gonna tell her she got one? Does she know she has one?
I mean, she don't even know what it is right now.
I'm never like,
It's
are you gonna
service
tell her
price.
like, say when she get like 5? Like my daughter turned 6 in a couple of days.
Tell her she got credit
And
cards?
she is a terrorist. I would never tell that girl I got a credit card for her.
Oh, yeah. So this the thing.
Daddy, you need my credit card.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No. So most definitely, when she gets to the point that she can understand money, I want to say, and understand how to manage, because, I mean, my thing is, the next generation is supposed to be better than you,
Definitely.
right? So my parents did what they could to implement whatever they could into me, right?
Oh yeah.
Now, whatever I have, I'm implementing into her. Like, personally, I don't want her going to school. If she go to school, she need to be a full ride. You know what I'm saying? Or you're going to school to network and elevate the business that you already have. Because she going to have a couple by the time she in high school. So, yeah, she going to know about it. Because by that time, she's going to be able to teach anybody in America credit. So, yeah, most definitely. She probably have about 10 by then.
Sure.
That'd be dope as fuck.
Yeah, she has to. So, I mean, you gotta put the next generation in a successful position, man. I mean, again, let's make the next better than the last.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. My next generation is calling me. I gotta go pick up my kids. Well, one of them. My daughter having a sleepover. I can't have my son around that shit. Gotta go get my baby. But no, it was wonderful. I gotta my closing question. I always ask this shit. I can't skip an episode without asking. Do y'all ever watch Drink Change?
I have before. Not like consistently. I try to limit certain things.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
That's probably, it depends on who wants that sometimes. But he asked a question like, fuck it, passion or purpose? Which one is more important to you? I don't feel like explaining that shit. Passion or purpose?
That's tough. I'm gonna go with purpose.
And why?
Passion. As I see passion, it kind of dwindles down here now. I mean, as we see it, I don't know about you guys, but I can speak for myself. You know, I go to work. I don't never really give 100%. Like I might give 99 or 98, but it ain't never gonna be 100. I'm gonna tell you, the only time that you give 100% is when you first think of that idea. When you first come up with that idea, you know, oh my God, yeah, this is what I want to do. That's when you at your 100%. You're never gonna be at that ever again. So, that was one of my things. For my purpose was when I got in this position I was in. I'm gonna be the best in this position that I've ever been. And the only way that people can know that you're the best, and when you know that you arrived there, is when they call you crazy. You're like, dang, like as you went to it and you were saying like, hey, I wonder why she always on back. I wonder why she always up answering emails at the 5 p.m. I don't understand that. Like, that's when you know you reach your true purpose. But I mean, I think we all got a purpose in life, and that's kind of like what I find myself through the book and through the shoes and through everything. It just I'm searching for myself at the end of the day. You know, I'm debating, I'm beating myself. So it's never really a next person I'm looking at, or I'm always chasing myself, always chasing the future self actually. So that's what I'm always chasing. So it's purpose.
Yeah.
God damn it. That was fucking
You sure you
beautiful.
24 now?
Right.
24 December 4, Sagittarius,
If I was,
1997.
you know what? If
Yeah.
I was drinking right now, I'd pour you a goddamn shot. God damn, I want to drink.
Yeah.
How many more days left in February?
We get 28 out of them,
So
so 17.
Shit. Passion and purpose.
I'm gonna have to agree, man. Like it's purpose, man. Everybody has a purpose in life. Everybody has something they're good at. Everybody has their own niche. It's just all about finding it, right? And like you said, like everybody is passionate about something, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like I got this crazy idea, and then as soon as you, and a lot of times, like I was telling you earlier, like you can't be preaching like big dreams to a small-minded person. Like you could be so passionate about something, and you preach it to this person, and it's like, oh, that's never going to work, whatever. So like your passion for it just dies. They just drains you. But if that's your purpose, if that's what you was really meant to do, then that's what you really going to do out here. So, yeah, purpose 100%, man. I think
I like these perspectives.
yeah, I think my purpose is really like helping other people, and since I've been helping other people, it's really been made me successful. Like when I was doing stuff for myself, I made some money, but once I started helping other people, like my stock value went through the roof. You know what I mean? So, like you said, it's gonna keep rising.
Obtaining knowledge is a waste if you don't share it.
That's it.
Thanks.
I don't know where the fuck I learned that shit from. I just thought, I don't know if I made it up or not.
Nah, it's
I've been saying it for a long time.
Nah,
I can't
that's
remember where the
clean.
fuck I got it
I
from.
like it.
Nah, that's
Because, like, what the fuck do you plan on doing with the information?
I always say
That's how I feel about somebody.
What are you
that's-
really
that's-
gonna do? You really just gonna be that fucking selfish?
And no, I think everybody's heard that just in different ways. Like for me, it's like information is only powerful if you implement it,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
right? Like you can have all the information in the world, but if you don't put it to use, then it's just like you a hustler for information. Like right? You're not an executor at that point. So,
I've seen shit like that with my own eyes. They can tell you about every fucking book.
yeah,
Mhm.
like today right here.
Everything. They can tell you about everything under the sun,
Mhm.
but they don't ever really do anything with the information but know that shit.
They know it.
Like,
Sure.
You can't put it to use for real. So that's like they got a passion for getting information, but they don't have the purpose to really utilize it for real. So
Sure.
every day.
I like these perspectives. This is different.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, like you said, passion cool. It's just
Cause I mean, I always say I'm passion first.
really
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that.
But I'm gonna enjoy listening to this shit again, just to get to this part. That's a different perspective.
Yeah. I think that's what it comes. Just like lifestyle and everything, how everything change. Cause I mean, passion do matter. Like you said,
Cause I feel like, for me, I feel like I gotta want to do this shit. If I don't want to do this shit, nothing else matters.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. Like I gotta really want to do some shit. Like, cause I find any excuse to take my leg off. Cause I don't want to do that.
But then it gets deep into the point that if you meant to do it, you're going to do it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like you were saying earlier, if you enjoy it, then that's your purpose.
That's your
whether you passionate about it, if you enjoy it, that's your purpose for real. Like,
Yeah.
I at this point, like coming out, it was like I want to help kids, right? But in all actuality, I just want to help people. For real.
Right.
It wasn't me just working with kids trying to change. I'm changing lives every single day. Like I'm really saving people's lives every day. People, mental health is at an all-time high for them, and when somebody trying to get into an apartment, somebody trying to get a house, somebody trying to get a car just to get around. It's like, yeah, I'm the guy that can do that for you now. You know what I mean? So that's why I say, like, maybe this my purpose was just helping people for real. And I mean, at the end of the day, I am passionate about what I do. That's why I give so much free game, because it's like once I get going, it's
See,
like,
that's where my brain gets wrapped up.
Yeah.
In. Like I just love what I do so much.
Yeah.
It's my passion, and I'm so passionate about the shit.
but it's your purpose at the end of the day for real. This is what you're supposed
Yeah.
to be doing.
That's what
You know
you're
what I'm
supposed to
saying?
be doing.
That's why it's like, purpose of a passion, but I feel like, they intertwine at some point they meet,
Mhm.
Got you.
You gotta be all in. And then that's what I was saying about, spreading yourself thin. It's like, man, we've done it. Let's go do this house. Let's be in the cars. Let's go get trailers and it's like you can do all these things, but then by the time you really try to start doing, it's like you can't even put 100% in neither one of them because you spread so thin. It's like, you know, focus on one thing, master it, move on to the next. Focus on the next thing, master it, move on to the next.
Gotcha.
I mean, like, my thing is...
You gotta develop a system.
Yeah. Perfect one thing, then keep it moving. So...
Because once your system runs smoothly, you can move on.
Can't
or
lose.
not move on, but,
Yeah.
you can give some attention to some other things.
Thanks. You can't lose, man, so... But...
And that's even better when you got a fucking team.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
A team of like-minded individuals. Let's
Yeah.
say that, because a lot of people have teams.
Yeah.
A lot of people have teams, but if you don't have that team of like-minded individuals like yourself, it's like you don't want to be preaching with your guys and everybody's narrow-minded for real. Or everybody don't got the same, and they don't have to have the same dreams as you. They just got the same mentality as you for real. Like I said, everybody's purpose is different. Everybody's
It's a work in progress.
Yeah.
For sure.
But again, some people you gotta leave some people.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody can't get on this flight. You know what I mean? And it's tough. It's tough, man. It's tough. Like if you came up with somebody, it's tough to say, look.
You know what's crazy? I did that shit once. It wasn't that hard.
Nah.
Didn't give a fuck. I didn't. I just didn't care after a certain point. Like,
But you gotta have almost that cutthroat. Almost because you like
because
you can't really sugarcoat. Like you said, it's no really good ways.
And then one of the things that I started doing more of is assessing value.
Yeah.
That's what I've been.
Am I losing anything here?
No.
Am I gaining anything here? No. Fuck it. What do I need it for?
Yeah. It's like you gotta do an audit on your own circle, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's if you can't see a bit of you in anybody that you dealing with on a daily basis, they gotta go. Or if the people you deal with on a daily basis aren't where you want to be or moving in the direction you want to be, like why do I have you here right now? Like we can still be cool, but I don't need to be in conversation with you every single day. Like I ain't gonna lie, like it was a point I was addicted to money, right? But it became over time. It's like I'm addicted to the success.
I was about to go ahead.
Yeah, I'm addicted to the success. Like if you catch me and my guys, we bullshit. We talk about the dumb stuff, but it's like at the end of the day, somewhere along that conversation, we building off each other. We talking about the next big move. It's never a conversation, no matter how that conversation starts. Like, yo, you just seen this. By the time that conversation is over, it's man, we gotta touch this because I was reading about this, and we gotta go crazy on this. The next big play. So it's doing an audit on your peer circle for real, and you gotta.
I want to have more conversations like that.
Yeah,
you can.
Definitely soothing.
But no, that's one of the things I realized in my life. Like I wanted to have more conversations that were more beneficial than anything. Like, can I learn something from this?
Yeah, that's kind of what I felt.
No,
like the whole social
I
media.
want to talk about that dumb shit.
Yeah.
Like
that's what I hate.
Like that's one of the things. Like, just for the podcast in general. Like, I'm not about to craft a whole fucking list of topics about other motherfucking people and gossip. Like, I don't want to do that shit. Like I have no desire to talk about these people. Like,
at all.
Like, I don't give a fuck what they did. I got other shit going on in my life that
people fall victim to the trap though.
Yeah.
And it's like whatever you listen to, you turn into. Like so, if you're not listening to the right stuff, that's what you're gonna be about. If you reality TV, you're gonna try to live that reality TV lifestyle.
That shit too. It was a show. Fucking. I used to watch that growing up hip hop shit. Like I watched it during COVID.
Yeah.
When we was like really quarantined and shit.
Yeah.
And then I tried to watch that shit like one day last week.
Like, what
the fuck is this? I can't believe I watched like 12 minutes of that shit. I was like disgusted.
Yeah, I didn't waste my time with somebody else's problems. Basically.
Yeah.
That's all you watching, somebody else's problems. Like I'm trying to be the problem solver. I don't need to be putting that on me. Like
I don't give a fuck. Like y'all just and shut up. Like y'all just a bunch of rich bastards.
Yeah,
like
with no real problems.
With no real problems, and y'all just making up dumb shit.
Oh yeah, sure.
I don't want to see that shit. I turn that shit off like it stunk.
You definitely gotta change to listen to. I know we talk like COVID definitely made me successful. I hate to put it like that, but like that's why I really changed my mentality. But I'm not gonna lie, like the first probably 2 or 3 months of COVID, like I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Like I went and bought a game system for the first time in years. I'm going crazy on Call of Duty every day. And like yo, you look up and it's like 12 plus hours out of the day, I'm on a game. It's like, yo, what did I really do now? Right? Yo, that's 12 hours I could have been reading information or listening to, because I ain't gonna lie, I don't like reading. I listen to audibles.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So I'm an audible person. So it's like,
I don't sit and read a book.
yeah, no, that's what's up. I mean, I fall asleep.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
But
But
I listen to podcasts. I don't know.
podcasts is cool. I do podcasts now. Like
That's
that.
what I'm doing.
In the car,
Yeah, I'm calling.
I
I'm
wanna-
working out.
I listen to music like very minimal now. Like it's like, man, I want to hear something motivational. I want some. I mean, let me hear this book on the way here because I want to keep changing my mind. I want to keep changing who I am every single day for the better.
Yep.
But yeah, man, you can't. Once you start feeding BS, you gonna turn into BS.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I like that mindset.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, man. I'm gonna get my kids now.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Everybody socials, give out y'all last minute drinks and all that. Come on. Plug your book one more time.
Plug the buck, you feel me? Baltimore Investor on Amazon Prime, $14.95. Cop up on that, got the series coming. I mean, I would give out my socials, but I'm not really all in the social media though. But I mean, you can follow me at topboy_Kev on Instagram. And you can follow me. I do have you on there. I do all my investing, and you can find like little gems in there too, or what's my next project. But I don't really use social media for my own personal gain though, at all. So you won't never really see what's going on in my lifestyle. Sorry, won't happen.
You gotta change it though. I ain't gonna lie. You gotta change that. I was there.
All right, Key. If you Key said, all right,
Yeah,
y'all get to see a little
you
bit.
You gotta give out a little bit
You
of
give a little
personality.
bit.
Yeah. They don't see you, they can't believe. You know what I'm saying? So,
Okay.
but yeah, but at Mr. the number 2 KEYFF, Mr. Key 2FF. On Instagram, drop into my bio, my flow page. It'll pretty much give you all my websites, everything like that. My ebooks on there as well. The Key to Financial Freedom, Credit Secret book. But man, if I don't leave y'all anything, man, just change the narrative, man. We all got a purpose, for real. All right.
Sure.
Whatever goals you got, like I got a goal board, right? Every single day, I'm trying to check something off. I got goals that may even be unrealistic, but I want to see it every single day. I want to keep speaking it into fruition because if I see it every single day, then that means I'm going to soon obtain it. I've been knocking off goals like, every month. So, whatever your purpose is, man, just go with it.
Yes, sir.
Guess it's my turn now, huh?
Yes, sir.
All
Yes,
right,
sir.
cool. As always, thank y'all for listening. That's been another episode of Cuss and Shit. Please follow Instagram at Cuss and Shit, KUTZNS. Oh my God, NSHIT_podcast. Follow us on Instagram, FANBASE. Thank y'all for listening. Be great now, you hear?
Sure.
Yo, press that stop button for me, cuz.
Got you, broski.
Leaky as shit.